everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, March 6th, 2019. This is your weekly comic book pickups video. Every week, I pick up my boys at least one comic each. Oftentimes, it's more than one. I pick up my daughter Gracie one as well, even though she can't read yet. And as always, I pick up my comics in at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comics, check out the shop. Not much this week. This is maybe one of the lightest weeks I've ever had after starting these videos. I also have a bit of a cold, so it kind of works out because that way I don't have to talk as long. All right? So first up is a book for Keaton. There were no True Believers this week. I guess they're done with Captain Marvel maybe, and they're going to switch on to the next thing, but there were no True Believers at all this week. So in case you're wondering why there's no True Believers in the stack, that's why. All right, so Keaton's been really into X-Men lately. He's been watching the cartoon. He's been checking out which Marvel Legends he's got and which ones he doesn't have. So I decided, since he didn't have a book already, to go back. I was trying to think of different X-Men crossovers or long-running storylines that there's a chance that I can maybe find all the issues of. I know he's got a lot of the essential trade paperbacks and everything already, so I wanted to get something that was past those. So I decided on Executioner's Song, which was a crossover where Cable appeared to kill Professor X. And the first part was there, and I checked, and a couple other parts were in the boxes, enough that I think he could get the story. This is back from, what year was this? 1992. And this one is written by, where's it at? Where's it at? It's not on. So this is Uncanny X-Men 294. This is not too long after the Jim Lee X-Men issue started and the new team thing started. There it is. Scott Lobdell writer, Brandon Peterson pencils, Terry Austin's inks. And in this issue, Cable, or we think it's Cable, kills Professor X. There's a lot of other mutants throughout the book. There's Cable, there's Colossus, there's Archangel. So this will be fun. I'm curious after this first issue if he'll say, hey, can you find the second part? I want to see where the story goes. Or if it'll just be like, give me whatever. All right, next is a book for Gracie, Disney Frozen Reunion Road Part 1 from Dark Horse Comics. This is a new book this week. She loves Frozen. And I saw this sitting there, and I figured this is the one to get. We've got story and art by Joe Caramagna, layouts by Eduardo Francisco. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Christoph Sven. Yeah, I mean, come on. If you like Frozen, I like this art. It's not quite like dead on what Frozen was. It's got kind of a different style to it. That's pretty. That's a pretty book. All right. Sure like that. Next up is for Blaze, Conan the Barbarian, issue 4, legacy numbering 279 by Jason Aaron, Gerardo Zaffino, and Matthew Wilson. He has enjoyed the Conan books so far, and they have been hot books, man. They've been selling really well. I don't recognize this guy on the art, though. I think this is maybe a different artist than the previous issues. I could be wrong, though. But it looks different to me. Looks good, though. Oh, that's a great panel. That's awesome. All right, so that's his book. He'll dig it. And last, only four books this week. Uncanny X-Men number 13 for me. Guys, I'm sorry to say I am not caught up yet. I think I've only read the first issue of this new direction by Rosenberg and LaRocca. It was fun. It was a little too much for $7.99, but it was fun. And I did get the second issue, but I have not read it yet. I've just been super busy. Oh, these books lately. I don't know if you guys are having the same problems, but the Marvel books lately have been very sticky. Like the pages want to cling together really bad. But this is, let's see here. With most of the teammates presumed dead after a cataclysmic battle, Cyclops, a.k.a. Scott Summers, and Wolverine, a.k.a. Logan, have banded together as the last X-Men. Their first mission was a success, which I'm guessing was last issue, rescuing former X-Men Magic, Wolfsbane, Mirage, Karma, and Havoc from the custody of Office of National Emergency, a federal agency that polices mutants. I gotta say, Cyclops, Wolverine, awesome. Havoc, that's awesome. Magic, I'm okay. She can be an X-Man. But then when you get down here, it's like, okay. Not really the heavy hitters I'm hoping. But, you know, the story is still moving, so it's possible that that may not be the final roster when it's all said and done. They're still trying to figure out what happened with the X-Men. they're still recruiting or whatever, and they're still becoming a team again. It's got really pretty art. Yeah, sorry, my phone's falling in my hand, so sorry if you saw my hand there. Yeah, so that was for me. That is it. Like I said, it is a light week. There weren't a lot of new books that any of us read that came in, so that's what we're stuck with, and no true believers. All right, as always, if you enjoy the videos, please click like, subscribe, and notify. Leave suggestions in the comments, or tell me what you think about the current books that are going on, and I'll see you guys next week.